the parotid gland. Running off of that is the parotid duct. You have the ventral facial nerve, and over here would be the dorsal facial nerve if you had one. The temporalis muscle, where his temple would be, right by his ear. The masseter muscle is the cheek muscle underneath. The digastric muscle, you have one on this side and one on this side. The submandibular gland. The hypoglossal nerve. The esophagus. It's weird to hear my own voice played back. The vagus nerve. Alright, we're going down here now. So you have the diaphragm. You pull the diaphragm up. This top part is the ligamentum teres. Okay? Now underneath that, you guys might have to get a different angle at this. You see there's a split here? That back there is the falciform ligament. Everybody see it? Everybody got a good picture?
You can't pin it. That's what he was already saying.
Okay,
I think
good.
that's what he was saying.
Alright, so you have the liver. The one portion of the liver, yours actually looks like it could be the same. On all the other cats, it stands out like a sore thumb. Okay, so that's your gallbladder right there. So if you pull this up and you keep one eye on the gallbladder, you see there's a duct running from it. That's the cystic duct. From the whole liver, you have the common hepatic duct. Where the two combine together, that's the bile duct. So then we're going to go to the stomach. We have a nice big stomach. Okay. So over here, where it pinches off of the esophagus, would be the cardiac sphincter. You can't really see it, so don't worry about it. The fundus is the top curve. The greater curvature. The lesser curvature is over here. So off of the lesser curvature, you have the lesser omentum. Okay? Just that little bit is the lesser omentum. Off of the greater curvature, you have the greater omentum.
Easy to pin.
So you pull up the greater omentum. You can see the spleen. And on all the other cats it looks gray. Yours is kind of pink.
What's the spleen again?
This right here. That's the spleen.
Okay. Thank you.
This pink blob down here is the pancreas. Usually the texture is a little different. You can see it's made up of like little tiny blobs put together. So if you get a good look at it. So that's the pancreas. Okay, so we'll put that back down. We're going to go back to the stomach. You have the pyloric sphincter right here. The pyloric sphincter, it pinches off and that goes into the small intestine. So the first 5% of the small intestine is called the duodenum. So I'm just going to follow this around. So then it turns into the jejunum. Then it turns into the ileum. So what holds all this together is the mesentery proper. Okay? We'll just keep following it around, all small intestine. Okay. You see where the small intestine ends and the large intestine begins? Huge difference in size. So the small intestine at this point is called the ileum. This pouch at the beginning of the colon is called the cecum. So we call the conjuncture the ileocecal valve, right in between. To put him back the way he was. Yeah, like that. Okay. So you have the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. Then where it curves is the sigmoid colon. And that goes into the rectum. What holds the colon to the back wall is called the mesocolon. And that is it.